Hey, how's it going, everybody? Uh, just witnessed their, just got to watch the recap of the UFC Phoenix weigh in for Cain and Francis Ngannou. Ngannou weighed in 258. Velasquez weighed in 248. Both guys look good. Um, Excited about that one. That's going to give you my quick breakdown here, what I think is going to happen, why I think is going to happen, and gives you my ultimate prediction of who's going to come out on top. So yeah, to get started, long awaited return of Cain Velasquez, man, for a long time, and we just thought he was going to be, the best to ever do it. Looked unstoppable, insane cardio for a heavyweight. The output that he generated was was unheard of. He would just overwhelm guys with pace, with his wrestling, with his striking. He would press, 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 and eventually, whoever he was fighting would get tired. He'd drag him into deep water and drown him. And majority of the time, he would finish the fight. Um, and got hit with a slew of injuries, which has slowed him down. His last fight was about 2.5 years ago against Travis Brown. He won that fight by, let's see, I believe it was, first round, 457, 3 seconds left in the round. He wins by TKO, punches, gets a performance of the night bonus. That was coming off of a loss by submission to Fabricio Verdum. So yeah, it's been about going on 2.5 years since Cain has been inside the cage. So a lot of people are excited. A lot of people are wondering how he's going to look if he's going to be affected by what people call ring rust. I don't think he will. He's been doing it so long. He was such a great of the sport. I don't think it'll be an issue for him. It'll just be back to work. Um, if we go back a little bit to the first ever UFC on Fox, he fought Junior Dos Santos. This is when Dos Santos was on the rise. He was knocking everybody out. And they said this will be the guy to derail Cain if anybody's going to do it. They hyped the fight, hyped the fight, hyped the fight. This was going to be a tough one for both guys. It was going to be a dog fight. And they were right in the sense that Dos Santos was the guy who beat him. He cracked him early in the first round and finished him, knocked him out at, let me see what it was, how fast was it in the first round? 1 minute, 4 seconds into round number one. Caught him with a punch, I believe landed right behind his ear, maybe at the temple area, and dropped him. And that was it, super fast. Wasn't, certainly not what the company, not what the UFC was hoping for with their first ever UFC on Fox event. But hey, sometimes that's how it goes, man. That's the fight game. Guys are going to get caught early, especially at heavyweight. They're slinging so much power that anybody who gets caught on the spot, caught on the button, can go to sleep. It can be over like that. So it's what's going to happen. But yeah, JDS KO'd him round one at the first ever UFC on Fox. And then Cain was able to rebound from that and got back on the horse. And let me see who his other fight was. He had came back to defeat Bigfoot Silva, TKO in the first round, avenged his loss to Junior Dos Santos, and continued on to win two more after that until he lost to Fabricio Verdum by guillotine choke. And then Travis Brown in 2016, where he won by TKO. But in between there, man, in between those wins that he was able to get after losing his first fight, the injury bug just got him. he spent a lot of time on the shelf. He's after he fought after he beat Brock Lesnar. Just to give you a little uh, rundown of the unfortunate level of injuries that he's abstained over the last 8-9 years. Uh, he After he beat Brock Lesnar in 2010, tore his rotator cuff. He missed a year because of that. Came back after losing to Dos Santos in 2011. Re-injured his rotator cuff. Also had a knee problem leading up to the fight with JDS. Um, had a shoulder injury in 2013, missed over a year with that. Um, Tore a meniscus in his knee, sprains his MCL in October 2014, and missed, close to a year on that one. He recovered, came back. Then in 2016, suffered a back injury, had to pull out of the rematch with Verdum. Uh, Came back, beat Travis Brown, and then again later re-injured uh, or had a lingering back issue, which forced him to pull out of another fight. So yeah, he's just been spent a lot of time on the shelf, man, which is unfortunate for a guy who just looks so dominant. He looked so good. Every time he got in there, he just got better and better and better and better. And then, just due to unfortunate events, he's missed out on, some prime years in his career. So I'm hoping he can bounce back tomorrow night and look really good. I'd love to see him get the job done against Francis. Hopefully he looks as good as ever. I'd like to see Cain get back up there and make a run, possibly get a title shot, get it back. That would be, you know, certainly a story to tell. Um, but we'll see what happens, man. On the other side of the cage, you got Francis, who is knockout artist, straight powerhouse. Um, Francis came in with a record of, let me see where we're at here. Came in with a record of, he was 11-1 before he lost the fight to Stipe Miocic. Uh, KO'd Alistair Overeem with one of the nastiest uppercuts you've ever seen. If you want to watch a highlight reel knockout, get on YouTube, check out Francis Ngannou versus Alistair Overeem. 1 minute 42 seconds into round number one. He just hit him with a punch that it looked like something you see in a movie. There was so much power. Snapped his head back. Really, really put himself on the map at that point. Everybody thought he was gonna knock out Stipe, become the heavyweight champion of the world, and continue on for a long time to come. But that was not the case. Stipe Miocic put on a clinic when he fought Francis Ngannou. He knew exactly what to do. He got into his chest, pressed him up against the cage, used his weight, tired him out, took him down, held him down, laid on top of him, got him tired, essentially just drug him into deep water, drowned him, and eventually was able to finish the fight. He really exposed Francis in ways that a lot of people didn't think about. All they saw was Francis with the power and knocking guys' heads off. But Stipe showed that he had a lot of work left to do. He had to work on his ground game. He had to work on his takedown defense. He had to work on getting out of the clinch, getting off the cage when someone had him pressed. He had a lot of improvements to make. He had a lot of skills that he had to brush up on. So we'll see how he looks tonight or tomorrow night against Cain. I hope he's been working on those. I hope he's able to show some improvement. It could be a really fun fight. Cain is gonna I feel, come out, and it's just going to be the same game plan that Stipe had, but on a much higher level. A lot more cardio, more pressure. He's going to come forward. He's gonna press him up against the cage. He's gonna hold him. Gonna hit him with shots. Gonna take him down. Um, I think Cain's gonna get it. I really do. Um, I just don't see Francis having the tools outside of that, outside of just the raw power and landing that one punch that takes his head off. I just don't see him beating Cain. I think Cain is too good. I think his gas tank is way too deep. I think he's got way much heavier skill set. I think he'll take him down. He'll keep him down. He'll punch him in the head repeatedly, knee him to the body, wear him down, wear him down, wear him down, and eventually Francis will wilt, and Cain will probably TKO him. I'm not going to say a submission, but I can go TKO. And it's a 5-round fight. It's the main event, so I'm going to go Cain, TKO, and late round 2, early round 3. I think Cain's going to look good. He's going to be back to form. So we'll see what happens, man. But yeah, that's my prediction. Is Cain by TKO, late second round, early third round. Let me know what you guys think. If you think Francis is going to come in and knock his head off, which is certainly a possibility. All it takes is one, especially from that guy. And, comment, subscribe, like the channel. More videos coming all the time. So please share your opinions, man. I'd love to talk about it with you.